Hello, everyone. Today we're joined by actor, martial artist, and skydiving enthusiast Jason David Frank. You know him as Tommy Oliver from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers TV series. And, well, first off, Jason, thank you very much for joining us and talking to us today.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Well, Jason, I think your martial arts and acting background is pretty well known, but kind of how did you get involved in skydiving?
Basically, I remember filming the first Power Ranger movie, and there was, some skydiving scenes in there, and I thought, man, that'd be cool. My stunt double jumped out with the skyboard, and it just, I don't know, I guess it opened the scene of the movie with the big skydiving scene, and I thought, that's pretty cool. I like to do something like that. And then kind of got involved in it afterwards due to contracts and, I guess, safety issues. We were contracted not to do kind of wild stuff like that, but I always managed to get around that. But and then I took a break off for a while, and I've been skydiving for about 15 years now, and took a huge break off, like 8 years, 9 years break, and maybe just I'm a little girl. I don't know what I took the break for, but I started training. Trying to do everything really becomes hard sometimes. So I realized once I started jumping again, I guess how peaceful and spiritual that is without, being bothered by cell phones and back in the days when I had pagers, but, not being bothered by all that stuff. And it just, my wife skydives and we started a team, and I don't know, just, I wouldn't say it became addicted, nor would I say it's a rush, like people think I'm addicted to adrenaline. I don't think that's what it is, to be honest with you. It's more of a, if you ever done something that you just, you're in the moment, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what skydiving was to me.
Well, the reason we're talking to you today involves kind of two of your interests, martial arts and skydiving, kind of in the form of a Guinness World Record attempt. Could you tell us a little bit about that record attempt?
With the, Fearless Felix did that space jump. They did that record space jump. I thought that was pretty cool, but I'm not going to space. And, I don't have millions to spend on a jump like that, but I thought, wow, it'd be pretty cool to, do what I love, which is breaking and fighting, breaking up into the sky. So I submitted to Guinness the world record to do the highest karate board break. Then Guinness came back to it and said in 2010 a record was set by someone who broke 2 pine boards out of an airplane. And I went, really? I'm like, actually someone did that? So I researched it, and, my plans are to, break that record. I thought setting a record would be cool, but I think breaking a record is even better. So I'm going to do, I'm going to break that record probably January 17th. We're going to aim, I'm going to aim for about 6 to 8 boards. And people look at skydiving or breaking or anything. There's two parts to it. Breaking obviously is a commitment, confidence, conditioning drill that you have to do. And I've broke everything from concrete to ice blocks to you name it. But up there it's a little different because now you're dealing with speeds from 120 to 140 miles an hour. You're dealing with fall rate. You're dealing with instability. You have to, manage your body and manage the power without losing control of your body. So I thought it'd be pretty fun and pretty challenging for me to do that. 1 board is not a problem. 2 boards is not a problem. It's when you start getting up to more boards and less altitude is where it becomes more of a thing. And people ask me why I'm doing this. It's just because I want to, So I just wanted to combine karate and skydiving together and come up with something. So that's what World Guinness, they're coming down filming January 17th to film the attempt.
Now, both of these things, individually, breaking and skydiving, take some talent. Kind of how difficult is it to multitask doing something else while skydiving?
Multitasking is something that I think I've learned to deal with, through the show and through acting and karate and fighting and interviews. It's no different, but the thing about it is there are a lot on the ground. I can pound through these things like butter, not a problem. I did practice jumps, no problem with there. It is. You have to control your body. It's not just controlling you, it's controlling the other person too. So it's going to take 2 to make this happen. Actually, it'll take a lot more if we're holding more. But when you think about breaking the board, now they got to, fold the board, track away with it, don't let it fall out of the sky and all this stuff. So there's not a lot of drop zones that will allow me to do this, but Spaceland is probably one of the biggest drop zones here in Houston, and they support me a lot. So when I told them about this, they were like, well, now we have to, check winds. There's just a lot of technical things involved. So what I did is brought in some professionals, professional belly flyers, Chuck and, DJ and some of the guys at Spaceland, Hyder and some of those guys to, I guess, coordinate it and just pretty much tell me where to be, because I got too much on my head to think about already. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it does become difficult, but I'm a superhero, right? So I should be able to pull it off.
That's right.
Hopefully, I'll transform to Superman this time.
Well, you've accomplished so many things already. I mean, you're a 7th-degree black belt. You're in, I believe, a couple different Karate Hall of Fames. Kind of along with that, what would accomplishing this world record mean for you?
Yeah, people do ask that. I think, people asked me the other day what I've accomplished. Obviously being a father and a husband is like a full-time accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
I got my pilot license. I haven't flown in a while, but that was very challenging to do. And some of these things I do are for me. It's not for publicity. It's not for the hype. It's not, I had some guys say, well, what are you doing this for? You need money. I could send you. I'm like, no, dude, it costs me money to set records. You know what I mean? I don't get paid by it. I have sponsors to take care of that for me. But accomplishing for me, I think, is actually saying you're going to do something, all right, and doing it. And because the new year started 2013, I'm going to come up with these little fearless quotes of the day to help people stay on track of being motivated. I'm at the gym right now, and usually the first day at back of the gym, you see, hundreds of people here all wanting to try to reach a goal. But I think where they lack is from revisiting their goals. I don't think a lot of people revisit their goals. They set it January, then they just forget about it, and most Americans, 50% of them don't set goals. 25% of them will never achieve their goals, so very slim. So what I like to do is think of something and actually do it. Like I'm filming a project this year called Aftermath. That's my own project, and we're going to shoot it, and we're going to do it. And I think it's just I'm so happy to have so many fans on Facebook or Twitter, fans that support me. I go around, I look at my wife watches Desperate Housewife show. I was looking around their website. I feel so honored to have so many fans,
Mm-hmm.
and I try to give them something to look forward to. And, maybe breaking a board out of a plane doesn't give them anything, but it does give them that idea of saying, hey, when Jason thinks of something, he actually does it.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll try to accomplish it, like in mixed martial arts or, being a 7th-degree black belt. Or I'm going to Thailand in February with my wife, and she's going to fight out in Thailand, and she's getting her crew certificate, which is her official Muay Thai teacher card. And then I'm going for Arjan, which is a master Muay Thai teacher. I'll be the highest ranked Muay Thai guy around the state, and there's not a lot of them, but I'll be certified under Master Thai in the Thailand government. So those things are just for me,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think we all have bios and we all have things we can put on a paper, but that's just paper, I mean, I like to really, I guess, give myself something every year to do. And it just happened to be that this was the year I thought maybe do some breaking and skydiving, And I guess it's just a mental thing for me that I just like doing. But really, I tell you, on the end of the day, I look at all those other actors' websites and I think, man, there's just no way these guys are controlling their fan pages. They're not posting. I know a lot of actors hire people. I'm so happy. I feel so cool not to actually hire people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I get stuff accomplished when it's me Facebooking people or me making a comment on, Facebook. Maybe someone said, hey, can you make my fight in February? And then I'll post back, I can't. I'll be in Thailand, but good luck. And then he just, man, this is why I started fighting. And then I added him on my page and posted on his page, hey, good luck. I mean, those things for me, I think drive me more than money or accomplishments. I think other people's accomplishments drive me more. When someone can tell me I did this because of you, or I lost weight because of you, or I lived longer, whatever it is, it drives me to be who I am today, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Now, this record attempt, it's going to be, is it January 17th?
Yes, January 17th. We have several channels covering it. I think Fox is coming, and Houston Chronicle did a story on me, and we have a lot of people covering it. So I'm kind of used to pressure, but it's just a different kind of pressure, So it's the same thing as anything else, When you do something, there's no backing out. When that cave door closes,
Mm-hmm.
and you're fighting, it's either you're going to walk out or you're going to be walked out on a gurney. So one way or another, I just got to go for it. So.
Sure. Lastly, you talked about it a little bit, but are there any MMA fights or acting endeavors in the near future?
Well, here's the thing, man. I'm everywhere right now, and I really wish I can. The acting, for sure. I'm shooting a movie called Aftermath. That's for sure going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
The fighting, I would love to take time to fight. I just need 6 to 8 weeks of absolute silence and peace, and it's hard right now. Because I counted last night my appearances. I got over 17 this year alone, all over, including Brazil, and I'm going to Thailand, and I'm going to Puerto Rico, and I'm trying to find where I can get that quiet time to train. So I'm doing it. I'm training anyway, but my philosophy is if you do something, you've got to give it your all. Because I'm not going to go in there and just have something to blame. Well, if I only had more time. So my thing is I want to get, like CM Punk, for example. I think it'd be a great fight. He said he was fighting me. Maybe the contracts aren't going to allow him to or whatever, but, fights like that will get me more driven and more motivated to say, okay, cool. I'm fighting CM Punk, which, a lot of people underestimate him. Personally, I think CM Punk will be a good MMA guy. He's in shape. He's a wrestler. I would never underestimate those wrestlers. Look at Brock Lesnar. So I think really this year I'm just going to depend on God to lead me to where I need to go. And, some people might be out there and be like, oh, I put in religious beliefs. I don't think it's a belief. I just think that it's what it is, Things happen just for those reasons. Like your text today, I almost totally forgot, and then I was like, I fired up my phone, and I was in a meeting, and I looked, and my battery was going dead. Things like that are just meant to be, you know what I mean? And I'm just going to kind of see where this leads me this year. I have a lot of fans, I got a lot of producers, I got a lot of movie people looking at me, and and I just want to live the life, but I want to live for the fans too. I'm never going to forget that. Even if I never did anything again, the fans are important to me. And like I said, when they have a bad day and they say, hey man, your comment made my day, I know when I'm having a bad day and I look on Facebook and I see a lot of cool, positive, posts and stuff, it makes my day. So this year I'm just going to kind of see where it goes. But I will tell you that if you look at my appearances, I'll be pretty much everywhere. So if they want more information, they can go to my Facebook page, Jason Frank Official Fan Page. And I do monitor those, and I try to post back to everybody. But yeah, I'll be doing Aftermath. I'm kind of excited about that movie. And, me and Johnny Bosch are supposed to be doing another movie. So we've got a lot of things cooking. So as far as fighting, if there was a good fight with some really good hype on it, I definitely would take it and be able to calm my schedule down. But I don't know, I'm just eager to meet people. And I'm got these shows everywhere, and it's kind of cool to go out there and meet these people,
Very cool. Well, Jason, thank you so much for joining us and talking to us today. Best of luck with everything, and especially on the Guinness record attempt.
Thank you, buddy. And if anyone's on Twitter, I have JDF FFN. I know Twitter seems to be a little bit more slow, but it's a little easier for me because it's right to my cell phone. But I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on the show.
Again, that was actor, martial artist, and skydiving enthusiast Jason David Frank. You know him as Tommy Oliver from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Jason attempting that Guinness World Record by breaking more than 2 1-inch thick pine boards before deploying his parachute in the air. He'll be attempting that on January 17th. That's going to do it for today's Instant Replay in the Country 1590 Sports Center. I'm Joel Janacek.